Okay, that's better. So to make these little pom-pom bookmarks, you only need a few things. They are really straightforward, and a couple of these bits are optional. I have done these for a couple of friends' parties. You can do easily 100 or so in a night, just sitting in front of the TV. They just fly like hotcakes because they're cute and they're a little bit different. So how do you make them? Well, really easy. I've got wool, another little length of wool just to tie off the pom-poms. I might not use it, that is optional. Bit of twist tie, and these are just the plastic covered twist ties with metal through them. So they're easy to get hold of. They actually are better than the wool for doing the tie, which is easy. Paper clip, any size you like. I've got just a normal size paper clip and a fork. The fork just makes it easier for wrapping, and it's easier to get your scissors through afterwards, rather than having like the two circles for pom-poms that you've may have traditionally seen. So we're going to start. You take your fork and you take your length of wool, and we're just going to start wrapping it, and you want to be about halfway up the prongs. And the first wrap is under, over, and that just helps to lock it in place and just makes the rest of your wrapping a little bit easier. It stops it sliding around so much as you start. So we're just going to wrap this up, and you want to try and pile it on top of each other rather than to the sides, rather than making it long. Just shift that, because those layers are really going to form your pom-pom. So try and keep them on top. I find keeping my thumb in one place really does help that. Bit of a knot there. And I'm just going to wrap it up till I've got a chunk. I don't want to be much bigger than this because I do need it to actually wrap and fluff out. But the more you've got, the bigger your pom-pom's going to be, or the more dense your pom-pom will be. I will stop there because I've got a lovely big knot in there, so I'll just cut it off there. Alright, so you can tie it with your wool or with the twist tie. I find the twist ties easier. They're dirt cheap, and you know, you get them with all your electronics too. So you just go through that centre space there, bring it up to the top, and just curve it through. There we go, and pull it as tight as you can and twist it. Now, you don't want to twist it all the way just yet. What you want to do is pull it off the fork first. So just take it off the fork, put your fork to one side. You're just going to hold this, and you're going to twist the ball to make it as tight as you possibly can. The tighter it is, the less likely it is to fall apart, and you'll also get it twisting right the way around, so you'll get that classic pom-pom shape. Okay, it's as tight as I can really get that. Okay, now I'm going to undo 2 of these twists. I'm going to add the paper clip in now. So it is the same as we did before, just twist it in as tight as you can. There we go. And you can tuck these centre pieces just round, so they're just holding in place. So that's what it'll look like. Now that end's a little longer than I'd like, so I'll take that off. We're going to take the scissors in, and you can see where you've got your gaps, and we're just going to cut around the edge. So just like this, and it's just going in and trying to pull the loops free so that you can get in there and cut them. And you'll see it start to fluff out. Now, you do have to do a bit of jiggery pokery. It can be a little bit fiddly, but it's straightforward to do and doesn't require a lot of effort or a lot of thought for that matter. So your first one, you're just going to get rid of most of those loops. You will probably have to go around a second time because you don't always get all of those loops. So that's the first round. Let's go around that a second. There's a couple more there. There we go. And yep, even more in there. And this is the thing with having a really well wrapped dense pom-pom. You will have a lot of loops. Okay. Now you do need to fluff these up, and sometimes you need to tighten them a little bit even now. So there we go, that's tightened up nicely, and just fluff that round. Right, there we are. Now occasionally you'll need to go around the edge a little bit to make it more spherical, but this one I shouldn't need to really. A little bit out of the way. Okay, I am going to trim it up a bit. So all I do when I trim it up is just go around the edge a little bit in my attempt to make it more spherical. I usually wind up with something slightly different then. But there you go. And these make lovely little bookmarks or page markers, and you can make as few or as many of them as you like. You just need a few scraps of wool, really didn't need a lot. And you don't even need the twist ties, you can just tie it with leftover thread. But there you go.